Oh, how's it going, you lot? Righto, we got a Nitro Rush. We've got a Nitro Rush Evo here. Bit of zoomage. There we go, a little bit of zoomage. Oh, a bit too much. There we go. So the last thing that happened with this was, if you lot remember, I put it on the bench. Oh, where is it? I put it on the bench, and we realised. Well, some of you lot was saying that it needs a new piston and sleeve. I don't think that's the case. I'm banking on the fact that it was the glow plug. Because of the way that it was behaving, but we shall find out. Now, to be honest, I'm not all that bothered what it was that's the matter with it. Can you believe it? I've had to put my jacket, my jumper on, my jacket thing. Bloody, we've been 18 degrees Celsius the last few days, and then all of a sudden it's just poof back down to -1 again. It's a bit nippy. So, anyway. So I've got a glow plug here. I did have one. I had a brand new one in the packet. I think I might have used it because I can't find it anywhere. But I've got this one from, look, RC Scrapyard. I didn't realise where I bought it from, right? I looked on some shops and I thought, this is getting annoying now. So I just went to eBay because all the shops wanted the postage, and I thought, I'm not paying postage on that. So I went to eBay, free postage, and when it come with that in it, RC Scrapyard. And that reminded me, who out of you lot remembers a few years ago, I remember watching some videos a few years ago. There was this bloke, and he used to pop up in my video feed every now and again, and I think he called himself RC Scrapyard on YouTube. That's why that reminded me of him. But I used to think it was strange because he was trying to sell these Nitro cars, and it looked like he was in his garden. And he'd get these cars and they'd be like, this is completely standard. And it wouldn't, the car is not standard whatsoever, the one he's looking at. Anyway, start it up. Or we'd get one and it'd be like, oh, it's had upgraded wheels, like be like a Savage or something. It'd be like, it's got upgraded wheels on it and an upgraded exhaust. Well, the wheels are bloody massive like that. They look ridiculous, you know. And I'm thinking, anybody who buys stuff off of this bloke is going to be massively disappointed. But if that's the same bloke, you know, if that is him that does that and that has got this now, it seems like he's got a big company by the looks of things. If you look at the flyer, thousands of RC products. If it's the same bloke, well, good on him. I've got a huge respect for him. He looked like a bit of a div in them videos, but if he's managed to make a company out of it like that and he's making good profit, good on him. But yeah, that reminded me, that did. When I see that RC, I thought, RC Scrapyard, that seems like I remember someone called that, and they used to yeah, so many times I see him have like a Savage or something that he'd got, and he'd be saying this will be for sale on eBay and all that kind of stuff. And but it'd be like, this is completely standard, but everything would be different. Whereas one Savage, he had bits of a Tamiya on it and stuff, you know. And I'm thinking, this is nothing what he's saying. But oh, to be honest, you know, well done to him. If that is the same bloke that called himself RC Scrapyard on YouTube. This was years ago. We're probably talking about 8 years ago now. When I used to sit down and watch a lot more YouTube. I don't really watch that much YouTube anymore. Not that I don't get the time to anymore. But as I keep saying, if that's the same bloke that used to make those silly videos where he'd get everything wrong, if he's managed to make a company out of it, a shop, and if it's a good shop, then yeah, my hat goes off to him. People that are like that do well, you know, I've got proper respect for them kind of people. Anyway, so some people were saying that I had the wrong glow plug in this T-15. So what I've got, I've ripped it apart now. I can't show you. I've ripped it apart now. But yeah. So what number is it? It's a number. It's an N4, number 4, and the one that was in it was a 6, but people were saying that they're too long. I have been reading the comments, you know. I have been reading the comments, but I'd already bought this. Now I agree. This one was poking a little bit too far out, you know, past the button, the end of the button. But Don't forget it didn't have the copper washer on it. This one has got a copper washer on it. Because it's brand new, whereas this one didn't have a copper washer, so it will poke out slightly more. You can see how thick the copper washer is there, so it will poke out a little bit more without the copper washer. But anyway, I'm going to put this one in and we'll see if it's going to run any better. That is the whole point here, and we'll see. Oh bloody Jesus, we'll see if it runs any better. If it does, happy days. If it doesn't, never mind. Oh, for goodness sake. This isn't a very good spanner. I must admit, it's not a very good spanner. Well, it is a good spanner, but it doesn't grip the glow plugs. So it is awkward to do. This one's a bit better. It grips the glow plugs. Some spanners have a little metal things in there which holds onto the spanner like a little pair of claws. Other ones have a rubber thing, but this one just grips it. So there we go. Done that up tight enough to squash the copper washer, but not too tight because I don't want to. Don't just put the old glow plug back in. I'll just put the old glow plug back in. That's because I'm talking to you lot, that is. Who spotted that? Who spotted that? Just put the bloody old glow plug back in it again. If anybody, be honest, if you spotted that, put it in the comments. But lucky I went to pick it up again. Otherwise I'd have been starting it up and it probably would have been running shit. And I'd been like, what's the bloody matter with this thing? It's got a brand new glow plug in it and it still runs crap. Anyway, there we go. That's as tight as it's going to go. Right. Right, let's see then. Let's see. This is a good glow plug, so I'm going to use this one as my tester. I'm going to put it in my... Actually, I'll keep it up there so I haven't got to open up the toolbox every time. One in the toolbox for when I'm out and about, and one in here. And we'll see. So, oh, got a pull start there. I wonder what that's for. I have no idea what that's for. I can go in the bin. Don't need to need that. Right. So, let's. I think we're going to put a bit of heat on it, just to make easier starting. To be honest with you, nice bit of heat. Just make easier on the starting. Ain't got no batteries charged up for the engine heater at the moment because this is a little bit impromptu. Literally just finished dinner. I had a cottage pie. Literally just finished dinner and I thought, you know what, let's go and have a little play around. So, anyway. Righto, you lot. The glow starter. Bring it over here a little bit. Oh, it's a little bit off camera now, isn't it? Not anymore. Right, oh, bit of primage. I don't know if it's going to prime though. Did you hear it? Did you hear that? Did you hear it going boo, boo, boo? There we go. Maybe it does need a new piston in the sleeve. Who knows? This little primer thing works sometimes, but not always. Let's see, let's see. There's plenty of fuel in there now. Plenty of fuel in there now. Too rich. And what I was doing, for some reason the servo keeps opening the throttle. There's nothing plugged in, there's no battery in it, but the way it is, if I let go of the throttle, the servo horn, it opens up the throttle slightly. There's no spring on these throttles. So, but I was richening up the low speed needle, the mid speed, low speed, whatever, that one down there, not the high speed, that one down there. I was richening it up slightly because it felt and sounded, it felt a bit lean, sounded a bit lean. So, but it's running better than it was on the old glow plug. I still take what you say about it being protruding too much probably through the button, but I do think with a new copper washer it's probably going to be flush with the button now. But we'll see. I don't really know, to be honest, but we'll see. At least it's not stopping straight away like it did with the old glow plug. And it's got a fairly consistent tick over now. Playing around with a high-speed needle. Listen for the change in the pitch and the way the engine sounds. Going leaner. Going richer. And that's the high speed needle. Now we've got a tick over. I haven't got to hold it anymore. Tick over the screw is set too low. That's a lot better. That's a lot better than it was. That is now running 100 times better than it was. It's very, very, very rich now. I've been playing around with that needle, but it's a lot better than it was. Just need to adjust this tick over screw a little bit. Because now I've been playing around with the needle settings, the jet settings. It will adjust the air fuel ratio when on the lower RPMs as well. So you need to adjust the tick over screw at the same time as the other needles. You need to play around with it slightly, but we're getting there. fuel. That was the fuel run out. But that, my friends, I'm going to call that a success, because that is now running. That's running a lot better than it was. I think you'll all agree. So we know that the culprit, at least to some extent, was this old glow plug. And although it glows, you know, it glows perfectly fine. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's good. If that hasn't proved it, then I don't know what does. But so there we go. We've got the T-15 engine. I would say it's probably 90% healthy now. It needs a good tune. It needs to be run. It needs to be actually driven to blast out any oil that might be sitting in the crankcase or around the piston. And needs a good old tune on it. I reckon once it's run and tuned, I reckon that'll be fine. I think there won't be anything wrong with that. Some people were saying that it needs a new piston and sleeve. It might still do. Needs to be re-pinched and all that bollocks. It might still do, but a new glow plug has sorted that out. I'm confident with that now. Not to mention the fuel had a bit of water in it anyway. So with fresh nitro in there, that'll be absolutely fine. So nice, very, very good. Again, if anybody's got not the red one, I want the yellow shell, the original yellow one for the original Nitro Rush. If anybody's got one in good condition, it's not broken, let me know, because I'll be interested. Contact me, comments, whatever. And anyone who's got good tyres, contact me, let me know, because I'll be interested in good tyres, not worn out ones, on original HPI rims, because I want them for the other Rush. I'm trying to restore these both back to 100% original, and then that way I can get them both out every now and again. Bit of a vintage sort of, you know, blast around in the summer. Everyone loves a Rush. I mean, they're like the iconic HPI, if you ask me anyway. I mean, everyone's got their own different opinions, but I reckon so. The Savage and the Rush, for me, they're the ones. Anyway, catch you later on.